There goes the little one. There goes another one. Come on now, get in the water. Look at that bridge. What fun will it be to cross that bridge on this bike? I'll put it in sports mode. What is this? Is that Stephen Hawking's chair? Stephen Hawking's office? Check this out. What's Stephen Hawking's chair doing here? Was he from Manchester? I thought he was from Cambridge. This canal came up on my way to Salford Quays. Quite big, isn't it? Let's do a tour of the place with the bike. Then we have to move along further. Let's see what the ducks are doing. Oh, they're swans. Look at how they put their necks in the water. What's up, swan? Right then, let's go. I almost had an accident with the goose. Avoided it narrowly. I fear I would have been prosecuted for hitting a goose. Looks like a beautiful old bridge. Let's cross it. I hope it's steady and I don't fall off. There are cute little cafes on the banks, either side of the canal. Beautiful place. Now look at that bridge. It's going to be fun to ride over. I'll put it in sports mode. It seems to get steep as you go. We'll turn left here. Castlefield Visitor Center. So we have arrived at the Science and Industry Museum. Let's explore what is it. Looks like a big turbine engine. Crossley Brothers, Manchester. This has that old power wheel that we used to see in the old movies in factories. See, it says Crossley Brothers. Looks like an old mill to me of some sorts. See how heavy these old engines were? They were mainly made out of cast iron. Just look at the rust on it. Come, let's go inside. Science and Industry Museum. Free entry, donations welcomed. Okay, so that's the gift shop. Let's see the exhibits. This tells us about the industrial history of Manchester. The road to modern motoring. You can pause and read it at your own time. This was the bomber plane of World War II, Lancaster. It's called Avro Lancaster. Check out that car. Those are gear shifters at its side. So they've shown the different modes of transportation here. This is the old printing press to print news. See, it says making the news. These are old music records. When someone says, I had that record, I had this record, this is called a record. This is a mainframe computer from 1985. Then you have a desktop computer with a phone. Then here we have the BBC microcomputer 1981. I was always under the impression that Macintosh was the first true PC. This is from the same era. See, this red processor F101L was made in 1976. Then in 1981, the BBC computer. Then in 1985 came this one desk PC, and then the mainframe 2 in 1985. So it makes you think of your early impression about Macintosh being the first. IBM was also present in the same era, but it mainly made business machines. Personal computers had already been invented, see, here in 1985. So the point is, when you come to such places, you learn something new. Jeff Tootle's lab coat. This here is him. Lancashire-born Jeff Tootle was an electronics engineer and part of the team that built the computer Baby. This is his picture. And this is his computer. All of this is called Baby. Now go to Google, search about this computer and that man, it will definitely increase your knowledge. This place is all about the journey of innovation through time, where we were to where we are now. What's this? It looks like Stephen Hawking's chair. Stephen Hawking's office? What? Check it out. What's this chair doing here? Was he from Manchester? I thought he was from Cambridge. Stephen Hawking was one of the most influential scientists of our generation, and the most famous in his work. He explored the origins of fate of the universe and revealed new insights about black holes, objects with such strong gravity that not even light can escape. Hawking spent most of his career in Cambridge. His office was a hive of activity, a place for debate and discussion, and the center of his global network. Amazing. I wasn't expecting to find Stephen Hawking's chair here. There's so much here that I can't cover in one vlog. Someone has created the cityscape of Manchester for blind people to feel. So this was the Science and Industry Museum. It was a short tour. I was more interested in computer and tech. The most interesting was the chair. If you feel I should make a comprehensive vlog on this, tell me in the comments below. Now we'll move ahead. Our next stop is Salford Quays. Then we'll travel towards Worsley along the canal. Now I have to go that side. Another reason why I bought the e-bike was how it bypasses traffic. See the traffic jam? I can easily bypass them from the side. If allowed, I can travel on payments. See how much traffic I cross conveniently, making my way up front? This is a canal view I found going towards Salford Quays. It's a huge canal. I'm standing on top of the overhead bridge. I'll turn right from here and move towards Salford Quays. I hope you like the view from the top. I can't see any ducks here. They're usually quite common in a place like this. Maybe they're under the bridge. It's just hot. Here we are entering the Salford Quays. Now, what is Salford Quays? Let me tell you a small story about it. This is Salford Quays. In the old days, it was part of the Manchester Docks. It was inaugurated by Queen Victoria in 1894, and this canal was the last stop of Manchester Ship Canal. At its peak, it was the third busiest port in Britain. Major products for trade were cotton, grain, and timber. Business activities declined after the 70s due to lack of support for large containerized ships, and it closed in 1982. In 1983, Salford City Council acquired 220 acres of land and named it as Salford Quays. It built new infrastructure like Lowry Arts Centre, Imperial War Museum, and other residential areas in a bid to shift its legacy from industrial to cultural significance. Today, it's a vibrant waterfront destination hosting the Media City UK and the University of Salford. It also hosts a lot of events like sailing and kayaking, which makes it a vibrant tourist spot. In the future, it aims to double its covered area by adding more homes, hotels, and commercial areas, and adding more attractions to attract tourists. So this was the story of the place. Now let's take a small tour while on the bike, because then we have to leave towards the next stop. Oh, those are swans, dipping their necks in the lake. What's up, swan? Whenever I look at a swan, it seems like they're wearing a mask. Look at how deep it can stretch its neck. I don't know if you can see its neck or not. All of them have their necks in the water. What are they even looking for? Very nice. Let's go on the other side and take a full round. It seems like a beautiful place. It's like a really big lake. I wonder if fishing is allowed here. There in the distance, you can see some seagulls. It's closed here, so I'll have to go from the top through the zigzags. Need some power here, Mr. Titan. I've put him in sports mode for the incline. I'll let the gentleman through, then I'll go. So we are Desi people. Spent my whole life in Pakistan. Now I'm here, so I'm exploring it with that mindset. We'll keep exploring and then we'll move on to the next place. This is a part of the same canal. It becomes a lake here, then it goes all the way towards the and further up. Let's park here for a while and take in the views. Check out that bridge, it's gorgeous. You have to give it up for the architecture in this country. Look at that canal front and the symmetry of it. This other bridge is also looking good. You can go across it. You can also go across the other one. I think I'll go across that one. See what we find there. People here are always out and about, especially when it's sunny. I've seen very few fat people here. I mean, fat people do exist among the British, but they're very few. See, people are running and cycling. You'll see the one odd fat person. Generally speaking, they are fit people. Let's cross this beautiful bridge and stop here for the moment. Power! This bike is pretty powerful when you need it to be. It has a good 250 watt motor. We have traveled quite a lot since morning and the battery is still healthy. There are places to eat and sit here. There is also a national portrait gallery. I don't have time or I would have visited there as well. Everybody is noticing my bike. It makes you happy to think you made a good purchase. So basically, these are some restaurants here, nothing special. I'll explore further beyond the bridge behind me. Should I eat here? Well, I don't feel hungry, otherwise I would have. Plus, I don't know what is halal or haram here. So that's why I carry my coffee and my nuts with me. We'll also have food someday, especially great for Pakistani food. I love chapal kebabs. I mean, if you've... I have a place I go for chapal kebabs, but it's not the same as back home. So this is closed here and there is no access further. We'll stop here and take a breather. Think about where we're going next. You've already heard about the story of the industrial canals in my last vlog. So now, further ahead, we'll just feast our eyes on some views. As the next phase is about 15 to 20 miles of canal towards Worsley, I'm sure my bike will be up for it. Okay, now let's move to the cycle track along the canal towards Worsley, and we should see some breathtaking views there, and then we'll end the vlog there. So this road goes towards the cycle track along the Bridgewater Canal to Worsley. I've travelled along the canal before within Manchester City. This is a bit further out and it will be fun. Here is the canal. This will go straight to the coal mines of Worsley. What a view. What a breathtaking view. I'll try my best not to fall in the canal as it's a narrow track, a little off balance and you're in. So right in front of me there are two little goose chicks coming towards me. What do we do now? Can you see the two little ones up ahead? I haven't done anything. They are heading this way. I have stopped. Don't attack me, please. I'll cross when they leave. Come on, call them in the water. There goes the little one. There's the other one. Go in the water, come on. Right, they have left now, so let's move ahead. Now these are the sort of moments that you cherish later when you're making vlogs. Two wild goose chicks just crossed close to my feet. It's amazing. As you know, this was an industrial canal used to transport goods, which I'm sure you've heard of in the story. I hope my battery completes this trip because obviously it's not just one way, I have to come back as well. Oh, there's a dog up front. I hope it doesn't attack. I'm generally not scared of dogs, but sometimes you just can't assess the nature of a dog, and that's when disaster hits. Power! No, there are small ridges. I don't want to damage my cycle. I'd rather walk. We'll use the power assist mode to make the climb. In this mode, you just nudge it and it makes the climb. See, I'm not pushing it. This is just the bike's technology. We'll take a breather at the top, see the view, and then move on ahead. Amazing views. Why did they even make these steps on a cycle track? They should be smoothed out. How do they have so much water in the canal even though it hasn't rained much? I don't know whether they have good storages or what. I'm intrigued to learn more. Maybe they have good storages. Remember I showed you a reservoir in my second vlog? They keep managing the levels in these canals with those reservoirs. Oh, there's a squirrel there crossing in front of us. There it goes. Wildlife is pretty diverse in the UK and they're all protected. Nobody can mess with them. If you do, there are fines, even jail sentences. They have a lot of wild goose for sure. See, here is a small harbor. Will you call this a harbor? And these are houses. If you have a house on a canal, you are lucky. Where are you gonna move, buddy? Left or right? Amazing track. I see cycling as exercise, exploration, and fun at the same time. I have a 20 kg backpack behind me. The bike does assist, but you also put in some effort to burn some calories. I'm currently on the second lowest setting. I'll drop it further as the bike is starting to feel light. What a beautiful structure on the waterfront. And it's a beautiful road. Oh, a pigeon. This guy is speeding away from me without assist. Man, British people are hardcore. Oh. I am not a threat to you. I won't hurt your babies. Stop sticking that tongue out at me. They're sticking their tongue out at me like it's my fault. They're the ones in the road. Now all of them are angry. See how they're all connected? If one is under stress, all of them are. That pair is separate. Those ones were separate, but they all know what happened. Geese always roam around in pairs and are in a monogamous relationship for life. If one of them dies, the other one finds it extremely hard to pair again. It would either die of grief or be withdrawn and depressed. So this is a pub on the banks of the canal. You can take a break, have your drink, and move along. Look at these two, still active at this age. I think these are lilies on the pond. I think they are on both sides. Lilies naturally grow in an area which is undisturbed for a long time as their roots grow from below and they move up. So it seems this place has been undisturbed for a long time. Only the center is empty where the boat crosses.
Oh, you caught a fish?
Huh?
Did you catch a fish?
Yeah, I had one before.
Yeah, is this the bait?
Pike, big fish. I caught a pike before.
This is a bait, right?
Yeah, it's like fake.
Okay, so how big was it?
Like, maybe like 7 pounds.
7 pounds.
Yeah.
Wow. And is this legal fishing in here?
No, you're allowed to do it, but you have to release them back.
Yeah. Okay. So when they get caught on this, don't they get injured or something?
No, you just you have to have special stuff to get them out, like pliers.
Oh, okay. And then you release them.
Yeah.
Good. I would love to make a video of one, but I'm sure it's not. It's going to take a long time for you.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. First of all, say hi to Pakistan.
Hi, Pakistan. Hi, Pakistan.
Yeah.
My name's Harry Joshua James Corrigan.
Harry.
And a name called.
My name, the YouTube channel is called Umar Jan.
Do you think people actually live in these boats? See the garbage can, the security sign, and the owl? I'm surprised people actually live on the canal, pay some sort of tax. Someone must collect this garbage. I saw one earlier as well, people actually living in it. And now this one. See that chimney on top? Amazing to see people live like this. You are actually crossing a community along the canal. It's not just a canal, it's a proper community. What do you call this sport? Kayaking? It's an Olympic sport, I guess. Did I name it right? Tell me in the comments. So this was today's vlog. I have reached Oldfield Brow. This is the last urban settlement I will cover in today's vlog. Ahead you will find open countryside and villages like Lim. This canal continues onwards and goes on to merge with bigger canals further ahead. If you go further on this canal, you will find the coal mines of Worsley. That was transported to Manchester using this very canal. If you go across that, well, that is not in the scope of today's vlog, and we will continue this journey some other time. Today we will end our vlog here as it's getting dark and I have to get home. If it gets dark, it will be inconvenient for me. If you watched to the very end, I thank you for watching. Remember to like and share the video and subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions or a comment, do put it down there in the comment box. Until next time, may God be with you and take care.